Hey, Joe Andrew here, WW3 Combative's coach. I'd just like to go through one of the Wing Chun forms. It's the first form in the system. It's Silam Tao. It's a stationary form, and basically all the principles of Wing Chun exist within this form. The other forms, they teach slightly different movements, they engage different parts of the body, but as I was taught, Silam Tao holds all the principles necessary to be successful in Wing Chun. So, because Wing Chun is a big part of WW3 Combatives, as far as some techniques and a lot of the principles, I'll just go through this form fairly quickly, not overly detailed, but just give you an idea of what is happening. Okay, so we start feet together, and I'm not going to go through the Chinese words for the movements. I'll just explain what's happening and why we're doing it. Okay? So we bring up here, this is like a push. Someone goes to choke you, you push their arms. So you come up, and pull back. Every movement we do with the arms is elbow driven. Okay? So then we go toes out, and I'm using my knees to push out. And then knees in, which goes toes in. Now this creates a triangle. And if a wave of water hit me, and I was, say, a concrete block that was shaped like this, the water would go off to the side. So instead of being flat forward, like a square, which would take a lot of impact, you let the energy pass by. Now we sit in the heels, so that we're more connected to the ground, and Wing Chun is an infighting system, so we sink to the heels. Okay? So we're here, in here we keep our hands just touching, or our wrists just touching the shirt. So we always fight with two hands, so we always want to be aware of the other hand while one hand's moving, so we keep this active. Okay? Now, this position is very important because it also has to do with the punch and the alignment. All right? So when we do cross hands, just gansao, and then we come up to cross hands 10, and this is the area where we're protecting with our hands. Okay? So up here, and then pulling back through the elbows. So we practice center line. So everything in this form comes through center line. Now when you actually practice, when you actually use this functionally, it's more from here, right? But because we want to focus on center line and protecting our center line, everything comes from center line. So this is vertical fist, punching with this knuckle, which allows for the alignment here with the ulna. And the tansao, this is a block. And then Chun. And this allows, if there's like an arm protruding here, you can move it out of the way so that you're inside. Right? And everything we do on the left, we do on the right. Okay? And then again, following that center line. Now, think of it as like a train track here. Keep it tight, elbow tight to the side, elbow pushing out. Right? And we only go out so far. The elbow will only protrude so far. If you focus on the hand, then you'll extend the elbow. So it's elbow power. Right? So Chun sao, Wu sao. Right? And then you just pull back. And as you pull back, this will actually sink down. So your elbow's bending, and it sinks down to here. Right? And this is the resting hand, or fuksal. Right? Now this movement isn't, all these movements aren't necessarily used in Wing Chun or in the WW3 Combatives. I'm just showing you this so you have an idea of where the principles come from. And this is a pak sao, this is a pressing hand. So anything that comes in, you press it away. Right? So back to here, and then, back to here, and then out. And this is just straight palm. Right? Same with the other side. You'll probably notice that I did this one, the Fuk Sao and Wu Sao 3 times. So things happen in threes. So triangulation is a 3-point, 3-side. In fighting, people pick up on patterns in threes. I may have done 4 there, that's because I'm talking. Exhale, Jing Jern for the palm, Tan Sao, Kyun Sao, Sa Kyun. Sa Kyun just means to pull back. And remember, everything I'm doing here is elbow power. All right? So this position, Gum Sao, it's pressing down. So if a kick's coming up, I press down. So we don't turn it as we're going down, we turn it first. So imagine there's a ledge here and I want to lift myself on it. If I try to turn like this, the muscles just aren't engaged properly to do it. So I need to flip my hand to push up. So if something's coming up at me, it's pushed from up here, right? So we're down here, and then we relax. So relaxing is a big part. So you relax, you're actually stronger, you can move faster. Overall, it's really hard to be, relaxed in a fight or flight situation, because adrenaline's pumping and your muscles are engaging. But the more you can train, relax, the more that training will show up in a real life situation. Okay? So up through the elbows, around back. And this is if someone grabbed you from behind. So you get behind and you push, right? So just push. Right? And you come around, push from the front. This is Lan Sao. This is like a fence. So if you had an actual Sifu to teach you what's happening, this is very strong. It's structured here, and you're actually slightly pushing with the wrist. So it creates a fence, which allows you to hit. Allows you to keep the space, allows you to hit. And then it's Bak Sao. So this is just an outward strike. You're not hitting behind you, you're hitting directly beside you. And this is good, say you're here and someone's beside you and you can turn and face. Okay? Then back over. Now this is like a edge of hand, but in front, so it's like a push. It land here on the collarbone, very powerful. And throughout Wing Chun, it's all about structure. So this position remains. My Sifu says Black & Decker multi-tool. So same tool, and you just change the attachment to whatever you need. Okay? We go Tan Sao. Now when you jut is like opening a window. Someone's hand or arms up, let's say you've blocked, and then you jut to hit. Open the window, pass through the window. Okay? And then view, which is basically darting to the eyes. And this is, you're just lowering the wrist, but joint focus, you move through elbow and wrist. And then you come up, elbow and wrist, the focus. Right? So this is just a down, up. So again, not all these are seen in WW3 Combatives. And you pull back, again, everything's elbow power. Right? Everything's coming through center, just to give you the focus on center and protecting it and attacking from it. Okay? Okay? And then we go Pak Sao and Chang Jern, which is spade palm. You will see this in the Combatives videos. This is like a cutting. It enters right here. You can cut through. You can hit the jaw. Okay? Sao, Usa. Okay? And then Tan Sao. So this one's a bit quicker than the other ones. And we go to shoulder. Now elbow moves to the side, wrist comes straight down the center. So this is a block for someone's kind of kicking the groin. You block. And now this is the whole form stationary, but all this stuff will be done in movement. So I would turn. Okay? We go back to Tan. Now this is falling Hyun Sao. You won't see that in the combat in the videos. Right, so this is Tan Sao. Once wrist is in center, it flips over to become Bang Sao. Bang Sao is a block, but Bang never stays. This is just a transition. Right? This is the only position where elbow actually leaves this down pointing position. Right? And back to Tan. And then Po Jern. Now, we never want to straighten our elbow, but in this position it's teaching us that if our arm gets grabbed and it's extended, this is a position where it's very dangerous because you could get it broken. So the best way to deal with it is not to pull at the hand, but rather to bend the elbow. So if you have somebody hold your arm straight and put pressure here, and all you do is bend your elbow, you'll be able to get out. Right? Even if it causes you to raise up because they're so strong, you're still stopped yourself from getting your arm broken. But if you're just going to try and pull that hand back, it's not going to work. Right? So you just sink the elbow to keep himself. Right arm, flip the bong, the hand, pojern, straight arm, sink the elbow, right into Hunkinsa. Right? Now this is clearing hands. Someone's grabbed your wrist, you twist and pull that elbow back, and you press down. You see how my hand pointing down? And you're going to use these two bones to scrape. It's like you're scraping the meat off your arm. So you're twisting and pulling back as well as scraping. And do the same with the other side. And we do this 3 times. And now that my hand is cleared, now I come up for the punching, the vertical fist. Now we do 3 of these, and this is chain punching. So everything right down the center. All right? I'll do more just to explain. So each hand takes like a D shape. The black hand is slightly above the front hand, and then it makes its way, it goes straight. So then the front hand drops, back hand straight. Again, all elbow power. Right? And then you pull in, close, and stand. And I'll point out just a little bit more. So with the stance, it's all triangles. The feet create a triangle. From the heels to the knees, this line creates a triangle. There's another triangle here. From the side, you have the triangle, heel, knee, hip, creates another triangle. Triangles are structure. Triangles are very strong, so we use a lot of triangle. So when people see this stance, they're like, oh, you must fight like this. Or that's how you move. That's not how you move. You start to turn. It's chema, turning horse. You turn your face. Footwork is the secret, really, in Wing Chun. Everything comes from it. It's like you're a tank, and all your strikes and blocks and everything are like the gun of your tank. So you're very strong. You move, your body stays balanced, and we work with both hands at the same time, blocking and striking at the same time. Right? Now, I showed you this because you can see the principles. Center line, structure, elbow power, triangulation. Now there's more in there, but these are very important. And if you take this video and you actually practice these movements, you'll start to understand your center line, your structure. Another thing, as far as looking at posture is, having that lumbar curve, flat in the front, legs slightly bent, glutes engaged, shoulders back and down, which opens up the chest. With every single thing I do, I want to maintain that. I don't want to extend the shoulder forward. I want to remain in line, earlobe, shoulder, hips, heel. So anytime I pull back, I actually engage my back. I pull my back together, rhomboid, as I pull back. And this ensures that I do the proper distance. Now with Wing Chun, we go hang loose is as far as you should reach. And then as far as you come back is fist distance. So everything happens right here, which seems ridiculous, but when you use your turning, you put a lot into it. So your hands are always out here protecting whatever it is, whatever hand position you're doing. But you don't need a whole lot here, which if you overreach, then you're reaching and you put yourself in a position where you can get your arm broken. So everything stays here, arm slightly bent, everything's elbow power driven. Body unification is shoulders, hips, knees, everything working together. And it's a whole body thing based on structures, principles. The movements are principle based. Yes, you'll practice all different kinds of movements in Wing Chun, but all those movements, just like in World War III Combative, they're movements that you can practice all the principles in, and once the principles become a part of your body, it becomes more natural to practice what it is you're doing. So it's not necessarily about remembering movements, it's about the body understanding how to move for Wing Chun in a Wing Chun way. And Wing Chun's all about human body, and Wing Chun's taught me a whole lot about life and how to deal with life and facing and creating new angles and, you know, coming from center, which is your heart. There's just a lot in there. So hope you enjoy this and hope this helps with your understanding of World War III combatives. If you train in the entire system of Wing Chun already, or you're training it now, World War III combatives will make so much sense. World War III combatives is the videos, and you can train with me. You can come train with me as well. Like, you can train with me through the videos, or you can come visit me, and we can train together and get you to a higher level of understanding. I highly recommend Wing Chun. It will give you what my Sifu refers to as a martial education. It really is. People practice for different reasons, for health, for fun, for perfecting their body movements, for understanding the body, for self-defense, different things. Now, self-defense, as far as when practicing Wing Chun, it takes a lot longer to become good at Wing Chun. Like, Wing Chun has helped make me a better martial artist, a better combatives practitioner. But I would say I suck at Wing Chun. Most people that train Wing Chun would say they suck at Wing Chun, because there's always somebody that will just destroy you at Wing Chun. So I train it because I love it. The principles are amazing. It makes me better. So in every art, there's always somebody better, but every art, every system offers something to you that makes you better, whether it's for your martial arts practice, your self-defense, or your life. So hope you enjoyed that, and thanks for watching.